Hello everyone, in this video we'll learn about a better font rendering application for Windows called Mactype. Now, why do you need Mactype? Now, if you switch back and forth between Mac and Windows operating system, you will immediately notice the difference between the way in which fonts or the text is rendered on Mac and on Windows. And so if you don't like how the fonts or the text looks on Windows, this is the video for you. Now, Mactype is a application that actually changes the text rendering in such a way that it looks more like Mac. And again, this is more of a personal preference, but I do like the font rendering in Mac than Windows, even though I use Windows all the time. Now, if you're familiar with Windows also have something called Cleartype, but even with that, many times the fonts look a little choppy or just poorly rendered. And so we are going to use Mactype to change that and see the difference. Now, these choppiness or the font's clarity or aliasing, often it's called, is very distinct, especially in fonts from other language like Chinese and other languages where the font really doesn't look good with just a default Windows rendering system. Now, Cleartype, if you search on Windows, you should be able to see it. And so it's turned on, but still sometimes the fonts are not as clear. And so let's go ahead and install Mactype, and then we will see the difference. Right? So let's go to Google, and I'm going to search for a application called Mactype. Now, the first two both actually point to the same website. If I'm going to click on this is just an open source application, so it's pretty safe. And if you would like to read more about it, you can go through this GitHub, but it actually goes back to this main site right here. And so in order to install, you just have to click this. So you can read through this. It's basically the credit, and if you want to join GitHub and the development and so on, you can read through that. Let's go directly to the file. And so here is the executable file. So let's go ahead and install. All right. So the installation is pretty straightforward. So you just go next, accept. Yeah, these are the default. This is the default location where it will be installed. So it already exists because I had it before. So yes. And I keep the defaults as it is. It's just different tuners and stuff. For the most part, you won't be making many changes to this. So let's go to next, and it'll create Mactype. You can create a shortcut. Yeah, so let's do that. And it will ask you to restart. So I'm going to restart and then continue with this video. All right, so let's finish. All right, so my computer is restarted. So now we can open Mactype. When you install Mactype, you may not get that notification about restarting a computer, and it may take you directly to the wizard. And so if it does, then you just follow the wizard. So if I type Mactype wizard, usually this is what you will get. It'll walk you through like a first time setup sort of thing. And so there are different options here to run the Mactype. Service mode or manual mode. The one that is most common is load with Mactray. This is an application that will reside in your taskbar, and it will render text for all the applications that are open in Windows. And so this is a pretty common or most default sort of setting. So I'm going to pick this, go to next, and it will give me all different sort of profile to pick from. And so again, depending upon your personal preference, you can pick any of these. Again, sometimes the difference is quite hard to notice, but if you are used to Mac and PC, then you will definitely see the difference. So in our case, I'm going to pick clean dark, click finish, and click yes. Well, we need to start Mactray, so let's start, and it should be here. Yep, right here. So click close. Now, if we go to Mactray, and if it's right here, as you can see, it is actually like a Windows with sort of a Mac, background sort of thing. So if you right click on it, again, it gives you all these different options of how the text should be rendered. So I think I had picked a clean dark, which is, you can see it is selected here. Okay, so now let's try to open some document and see the difference. So I'll just open Notepad. Again, as I said, this is a minor difference, but if you use these applications, you will definitely see the difference between the Mactype and Windows default font rendering. So cdev, and I'm going to open some text file, right? So here, and so this is how it looks with Mactype enabled. Let me just close Mactype and you will see the difference. So I'm going to right click on it and I'm going to exit out or disable it. Let's disable it. So I don't know if you noticed, but there was just a minor change. I think it just blurs the font just a faint a bit, that it looks nice. So as I said earlier in the video, it is all a personal preference, but I do prefer, and many of us are preferring to have a more of a Mactype of a font rendering. In fact, if you're watching this video, probably that's what you're looking for. And so let me go back and right click and enable, and it will enable that feature. So now you can see it's just a little dark, a little more fuzzier. And so now from now on, any application that like a Chrome or Microsoft Edge or even the file manager, all will be using this Mactype to render the fonts or text on or what you see on a screen. And I believe that it is pretty nice actually. And once you get used to it, if you don't have Mactype, you will immediately notice the difference. And so try it out and take a look at it and see if you like this. This is, by the way, free software, and so you can continue to use it, and it's an open source also. So I hope you like this video. If you like, please click on the like button, and check out my channel. I post new videos about tech and tips and tricks on Windows and Mac and a number of things. So if you like the content, please click on subscribe. All right, thanks.